Hello everyone, it's Wednesday, June 20th, Zone 7 northeast of Atlanta. It's not quite 9 o'clock. It's probably 80 degrees with 65-70% humidity. We're heading into the 90s. It's only been a couple days since the last blueberry picking, and as you can see, this is my latest ripening one. It's starting to ripen. The birds are having real problems with the netting. They just are so frustrated. Then we come down to the next one, and you can see there's a lot of blueberries getting ripe in here. So we're going to be picking blueberries again this morning before the heat is just completely uncontrollable. And I said the other day I was going to mow under here, and I didn't. And I really wish I had. The neighbors are having a problem with rattlesnakes and other snakes, and that tall grass starts to be a nice place. As you can see, these are the ones we picked really hard the other day. Picked 1.5 gallons of blueberries, and they are once again loaded. After I do the blueberries and mow underneath this time for sure, we're going to come over. We have wonderful tomatoes getting started. Look at the size of these tomatoes. All these are going to be so good. We're already picking these little red ones. They're quite tasty. But the other highlight for the day, boy, are we been looking forward to this, this is my Italian Romano pole bean. The variety is Musica. Despite being in the 90s, unbelievable humidity, this plant doesn't care. Take a look at the beans under there. Just pick a spot, pull leaves back, and there's beans everywhere you look. I don't fall down tripping over the netting. These give you, I'll pick one so you can see what they look like. These are definitely ready to pick. Probably a little past ready. This gives you a huge bean. It gives you millions of them. We'll get 2 or 3 pickings off of these. Then I'll just turn around and replant. So we all know what it looks like picking beans when you're sweating to death. So I'll come back and show you after we do the the blueberries, and pick the beans. I'll show you what the harvest looks like. All right, here's the blueberries. I'm betting we've got another 1.5 gallons here, and there'll be at least 1, maybe 2 more pickings about this same size. And then to show you the pole beans, the Musica Romano pole beans. We only picked the big ones. I'm trying to lift and give you an idea of I mean, there's a lot of beans here.
Italian beans.
Italian beans. What's nice is that these are just about perfect. The seed pods haven't started getting big on them yet, so there won't be any strings or toughness. And then you get some, let's see if I can find one. Yeah, see, that's what it looks like. It's just a beautiful bean. See if I can find one there's a few in here that we should have seen and picked before.
Yeah.
Here's one. When you start getting all these ruffles like this, for me they're going to get a little stringy and they're not as tasty. But this size, these are just outstanding. Blanch them and feed them to your greens loving fish. The ancestors go ballistic over these things. And since they're fresh, I can put them in water, and I don't know why, but it will grow me fabulous paramecium and infusoria cultures in just a few days. And I've got some cherry barb fry down there that will love to get some of this in a few days. So this is our first picking on the Romano beans, and it's hard not to be very pleased. And of course, we already have 5 quarts of, we've eaten 1 quart, we've already had 5 quarts of blueberries in the freezer, and this is probably going to make another 5. We haven't had this many blueberries probably all total in the last 10 years. Just phenomenal. So, you know, the tomatoes are having a tough time. Some of the other stuff is having a tough time. It's my little dog with his squeaky toy. But the blueberries and the beans are very happy. So you always got to look on the good thing. Plant lots of stuff, something will be very happy. Thank you for watching.